now that we are essentially a week into the new Premier League season, at time of recording, we're one game into the league season. So apologies if this is slightly out of date, because I know a week is a long time in football, but
yeah, just end it now. Just end the whole fucking season now, as the table stands, as it stands right here now. Oh, hang on, who's at the top? Yes, it's us again. Yes.
Yeah. Somehow I don't think this is the last. But nevertheless, like there have been a lot of like kind of little kind of stories in preseason, and I suppose like a few of them we'll kind of discuss now in the meantime. But I think like who's been the biggest circus for you lads? Like, has it been like, for me, it's been the whole Ronaldo debacle about how at the tender age of 37, he's still throwing his toys out of the pram, which I think is just absolutely fucking hilarious. Like,
well, in the Premier League, the biggest circus is easily Manchester United.
Oh yeah,
but I actually don't think, funnily enough, I don't think it's around Ronaldo. I think it's around the fact that after fucking months, it has to be months of pining, they still haven't got De Jong, and they might not get him now that Todd Bowley is in. I
love that how you pronounce it, because he's so American. Todd Bowley.
Well, we did that. Who was the other person we used to do that with?
Bob Bradley.
Bob Bradley. Bob Bradley. Yeah, but now that Todd Bowley has peeked over the edge of the copybook and has checked out their long division answers, he's gone, oh yeah, that De Jong guy. Yeah. Completely not realizing why United haven't been able to sign him for the last couple of months. It's because, first off, he doesn't want to leave, and secondly, he's owed 17 million euros.
And if he leaves, he won't get that money.
Yes, because the 17 million euros is also spread out over the remaining years of his contract. So that's why I think somebody was asking me about that. I was like, oh, well, how can you not get paid that money? It's like, it's actually not money owed to him. It's spread out over his contract. So he's actually, it's brilliant. We'll get on to Barcelona later. But there's just some hilarious shit. But the fact that it's taking them this long to go for a player that does not want to go to that club, like, take the fucking hint, guys. You know, like, she's just not that into you.
And Neil, what is it about Man United that just makes them so unappealing? What if you put your finger on it, what would it be?
It's probably the first part of the name. Not like, no offense to Manchester, but like, it's not Barcelona. Like, De Jong is unbelievably happy there. I think him and his wife.
Yes.
They're building like a mansion on the coast. It's like worth something like 5.5 million euros. You know, when somebody drops like that amount of change on a house, you can be best sure that you're not getting them out of that fucking city easily. Particularly not if you owe them almost 20 million quid. So and it's just insane. Like, it's utterly crazy. And also there's this whole fucking romanticism about, like, De Jong did play his best football ever in his career under Ten Hag at Ajax. There was never any love between the two of them. It was literally just a player and a coach. And it's like, and also at Ajax, he had a great team around him. Who's he got around him at fucking Manchester United? Fred, Scott McTominay.
Like, he's going to look at that midfield and go, fuck, I'm carrying this team.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. Exactly. I do believe he would carry that team. I do believe he would massively transform that team. I've no doubt in my mind, if they somehow manage to get the planets to align and he does sign on the dotted line, that holy shit, like, Manchester, like, we'll have to go back and redo our fucking table, because he alone will account for like 3 or 4 places. Easily. But I just don't see how they're going to do that. I don't see how they're going to do that. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, Chelsea are only marginally ahead of them because they're in London. And he's like, well, you know what? London is on somewhat sort of a par with Barcelona. You know, it's not a sunny, but it's a London, you know? Everybody wants to live in London, you know?
Yeah, like, I maybe it is from me kind of reading, and like, I know it's hard for a team that is playing Europa League football to get that caliber player in, because for all of Barcelona's woes, they're still a fairly good top seed in the Champions League. They're guaranteed that football. You're guaranteed, like, potentially, well, not last year. Last year's a bad example, but you have a strong chance of getting into the last 16. With United, you're doing more trips, you're playing more games in the Europa League, you're playing on off-peak days as well. And again, for players in that United team, their football is kind of beneath them, or at least it was in the past. And I think that what kind of leads into sort of like air of arrogance about the fact that like, oh, they're going to come back, they're going to be okay. This is a much longer process than you think, and like you should look at all the other clubs going through the same sort of systems, like Arsenal. Like the success at Arsenal is not overnight for sure. It's still a slow process, and it still might not work out this year. That's just the nature of football. But like even for another point of view, like it just still doesn't look like a happy camp in United, because you do have a manager who, while I do like Eric Ten Hag, I think United just look at him and going, let's just have him decide everything. I was like, okay, so you just want basically Ajax's greatest hits as your team, because that's all you know of this man, is that he was at Ajax once. So let anyone who's had any tangents to Ajax or Dutch football will sign them.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, that's actually all right. That's an okay kind of baseline strategy to have. Yeah. It's an okay to have, but you have to, like, it has to be reasonable. It has to be. You've saddled them with a lot of players that he can't do that with, though. That's
exactly.
He's like, we like what Ajax are doing. Let's get in the guy who did that at Ajax, and let's have him make all the decisions, and he will give us what he had at Ajax. That's actually all right. It's a bit simplistic and childlike, but fuck it, it's actually a decent enough strategy. But the thing is that he's got players he can't do that with. So he's desperately trying to get De Jong, who doesn't want to go there, and he desperately wants rid of Ronaldo, who doesn't want to leave. So you're like, right off the bat, you're like, okay, you've just cut off both my hamstrings, and I'm meant to do what? Like, it's just
that title.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's absolutely hilarious. And I think the real brutal truth of, managing this dumpster of a team is like, I think this will be the season where it really comes home to roost for Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I'll be calling himself one Hag by the end of the season, because like it's crazy. Like it's really, it's hilarious. And to be honest, like they can't get rid of Ronaldo. Nobody wants him. I think there was like some unconfirmed bid from a Saudi Arabian club for some fucking stupid amount of money. But that was neither confirmed nor thing. But Ronaldo just wants to go to the Champions League. He's in a team now that, he can't go to the Champions League with. It does just like, it's hilarious. Like, I hope he stays. I really do hope Ronaldo stays. I hope he stays at United, and I hope he continues to be the festering wound that infects all. And
just another few rounds, and he might want to jump across to Shamrock Rovers. They could make it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I'm sure we can have him play for 1 week. That seems possible.
There's that funny rumor where like he's considering like going back to Sporting Lisbon. They're in the Champions League, and he's got that kind of story there, but he'd have to take like something in the region of a 98% pay cut.
Yeah,
but like it's not as if he fucking needs the cash,
Maybe he bought a lot of crypto. Who knows?
Yeah. So it's just I for me it's hilarious, and I love it, and I want it to keep going. It's like the Barcelona. I don't have to reach as far into the articles to read.
It's the Barcelona you have at home, isn't it?
Yeah, almost at home. Yeah, it's the Barcelona that's closer to home. It's brilliant. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, and legit, like, it can't happen to a better club in a sense, because like this is the same club that like have been signing names for the entire time, and now you signed the biggest name, and the biggest name is like acting like an anchor to them. And not only that, you mentioned like how it was like kind of a festering wound. Yeah, that's spreading. Like there is very clearly a Ronaldo camp within the United camp, and those players are going to probably drop tools with Ronaldo's. Like, what are you going to do? Like, separate, like, so form your own free state? Like, it's not going to work out with you at all.
Just on the different camps, like, it is gas to see like Man United supporters battle with this like very clear toxic influence in the dressing room.
Yeah.
But it's their hero and Lord Savior Ronaldo.
He referred to himself as the king in the tweet, didn't he?
Yeah, the king. Yeah. So like,
Arsenal fans, I'd say, got a kick out of that. I loved that one. I was like, who's the king, man? No, you're not him.
No, I obviously have my own personal feelings on the matter, but just withstanding that, it is. I don't understand. I would hate to be a fan, really, at the minute of United, because I cannot see how you can balance having the king back but the king is destroying everything you love about the club that you grew up supporting. But it's the king, so it's great. Like, it's great.
The thought has occurred to me now that Ronaldo is essentially the Homelander of football. Like, he's actually, oh no, he's a great guy, he's a hero. Oh, everyone is dying around him. Oh, that's he's gonna keep smiling though. God bless Ronaldo.
Yeah, no,
give more propaganda. We need it.
He takes the headlines off all the other things that are going on at the club, which is I actually don't know, because like all I see in articles that are written for previewing the season is Ten Hag is such a great manager. Yes, he's done some great things. I'm excited to see what he can do with this team. Like, I genuinely am excited to see what he can do with this squad of players. He clearly doesn't want just this squad of players, but cannot work a way of getting any other players in. And it'll be good to see Ten Hag deal with a non-Ten Hag produced
system.
team.
Yeah. I get it.
Like, how like, I'm excited to see that, because it can either, like, he's gonna show his merit, and I can see why all the articles are going to love him or have been like pushing how good he is, and I want to see, is that actually the case? But it's entertainment. It is not how you run a football club. It's not. It shouldn't be how you run a football club. Like, are they doing an all or nothing documentary series? Because this would be just like, they've missed the boat now, missing out all of this crack.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You say that, but I'm fairly sure, like, if you gave Ronaldo another opportunity, he probably would walk out in another match, because that didn't go down too well at all. Just fucked off during a friendly because Ten Hag asked him to do some running. He said no. He said no. He left and went home. The match was still playing as he fucked off, and he brought fucking Diogo Dalot with him. He's like, "Come here, Portuguese boy. We're going home, and you're coming with me. My name is Dio. Shut up! You're my
Silence, boy." Silence, field trip boy. But that's just it. Yeah, I mean, like, I'd love the scene where they go, "No, we can bank everything on Martial," and then Martial's actually fucked himself. Now he's going to be out for 8 weeks.
The false sense of security that United fans gave themselves when they beat us in that preseason game in the States. I think they beat us like 3 or 4-0. I can't remember what the scoreline was. I think it was 4-0.
It was 4-0, and you've rotated your entire opening starting 11 3 times. Like, every half an hour there was a different 11. Every half hour there was a different 11 players out, and I was going, what the fuck? United have fielded like literally a full strength team here. Like, what is going on? This is only a preseason. Holy shit! Like, this is crazy. Like, that's really a sign of, like, I don't really rate anyone here, so I'm just gonna go with the best 11. Best is in heavily inverted commas there.
I just had this wonderful mental image of Ten Hag like being like David Brent in The Office, and like someone like Wan-Bissaka trying to come in going, "Hey, is this for the first team?" And the doors are slowly closing on it.
Not for you.
Luke Shaw like trying to get in. It's like, nah, shush.
The rustlers are over there. But he clearly doesn't want the players. There's like talks with Benjamin Sesko from Salzburg, but the thing is that obviously, because Todd Bowley has been stealing everybody's notes.
Sorry, who, Neil? Who was that?
Todd Bowley.
That's more like it.
He's been stealing everybody's notes, so they're in for him as well, and apparently Liverpool as well are in for him as well.
We had a sniff around them, but I think we're probably covered for him. I'd say he's on our radar.
He's 19, and Klopp has a very good relationship with the Red Bull Group.
Yeah, that's why he's on our radar, because new striker.
Yeah, he also scored against us in the preseason as well, very well.
I believe he did. Yes.
Yeah.
That's also why they're on United radar. Going, someone who can score against Liverpool. We need people like him.
Well, actually, he's on United radar because they scouted him as far back as 2019 when he was still at some Slovenian club called Domžale. Yes. And they wouldn't pay £2.5 million for him because they saw that as excessive. They're now looking to pay nearly 20 times that amount because his contract runs until 2026. And Salzburg believe that he's better than Erling Haaland. They genuinely think he could be better than Erling Haaland.
Holy shit snacks.
I would take their word for it, to be honest. They know how to scout people. Yeah.
They ain't getting him for 2.5 fucking million. Let's be fucking clear. The number is going to be somewhat higher than that. And he's only 19 as well. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I would love to see the all or nothing where they turned down the opportunity to sign Darwin Núñez back in April. But instead, preferred to wait on Ten Hag in the belief that Ronaldo was committed for another year. I would just love that. To give me that scene over and over again, pumped into my frontal lobe via fiber optics.
I just look at it going, oh yes, because I'm even thinking like even the dramatic irony of having the smash cut to like Nina scoring against them or something, and just like that could have been us, Yeah, but
that's it. Like, Darwin Núñez, who did we decide to go for instead? Well, we decided to spend 14 weeks chasing Frankie de Jong around like a love-struck schoolgirl.
Sorry, Frankie noticed me today.
He said he's going to Chelsea. Batting us on the nose with a rolled up newspaper like a fucking naughty puppy. So like, it's just it's hilarious. It's just so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think the main message of this segment is United, please never change. Stay like this forever. You're so much more fun this way.
I'm loving everything of this. I'm like, even what Burkbot was saying there about Ronaldo taking away the headlines from everything else. What Dean Henderson said about them.
Yes,
actually, yes, I forgot about that. Yes,
like holy fuck, like that would dominate. It wouldn't be front page. Well, it might do in this fucking zombie culture we live in now. But fuck me, like holy shit, he did not hold back. He went to work on them.
What did he say? It was criminal.
Yeah, he actually said it was criminal because he promised him first team football and then never played him. He was like, I'll sign somewhere else. Let me go somewhere else. Like, no, we're gonna play you more. We're gonna play you. You'll be in there for number one. Cool, I'll sign. And then he never played him. like, and he's just going, you motherfuckers,
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. There you go. United, the gift that keeps on giving.
But it's just like it's hilarious. Like, in that all or nothing, give me the scene where they were waiting in vain for Dortmund to lower the price on Jadon Sancho. Like, just give me all of this. Give me all of this.
I want to be like a fly on the wall for an Ed Woodward negotiation. Because right, you be good cop and I be bad cop. Ed, you're talking to yourself. Shut up. Right.
Right. Slapping himself in the face and hitting himself in the jaw with a rolled up phone book.
my first offer is £40 million. We accept. Okay, my second offer is £55 million. We accept. My final offer.
Wow, you're really dragging this out, aren't you? You motherfuckers.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain. And it's like talking to a puppy. It's like deal.
You should work for Barcelona.
Hey.
But yeah, the thing is that like I think they're kind of consigned to the fact that that Ten Hag's best options are all only going to be available like next summer, and the top two of them are Rice and Bellingham.
Yeah, when Bellingham's like going to go to Liverpool, and Rice probably at this stage will probably stay at West Ham. Like
I think Rice will go to Man U. I mean, we were chatting about this beforehand. Like, I think he'll go to Man U, but they're gonna be paying him like 275 grand a week, and they're gonna pay West Ham like all of the money.
Yeah, all of them.
That's the thing.
And then his England form will dip because he'll be so tired from trying to drag that team down, and then England crash and burn out of the World Cup, and it'd be brilliant. Oh my God, let's do this.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's a fucking House of Cards on fire. Love it.
Yeah, let's do it.